Hi, I'm Randy Jones with Fine Remodeling. Welcome to the job site. Thanks for coming by. I want to take a moment to talk to you about the job that we're doing right now, which you can see behind me is cabinetry. I really want to talk about some of the tools that we're going to be using when we go to install cabinetry so that we can give you the best installation that we can do, which is going to be measured by how plumb, how level, how flat, how square cabinets are put together and installed on the wall. So let's take a look first at a very common tool that's used, a level. And so we're going to use a variety of sizes of levels to make sure that we create a flat surface, we create plumb fronts, and we can square up the cabinetry so that the doors look perfectly symmetrical, everything lines up nicely, doesn't open on its own, everything opens and closes as it should, and functions properly. To help us accomplish that, we're going to use a variety of clamps to put together the cabinets, and I just want to point out two in particular. This is called a pony clamp. This one is made by the company Pony. Other companies make them and they may have other names. The important part about these clamps is that this brings together two face frames of a cabinet, and then with this secondary screwing action clamps the face so that it's flush. That's the goal when we're putting together cabinets, to create a flat surface, and so this clamp helps us do that. Another clamp that we use is a hand screw clamp, wooden hand screw clamp that will allow us to clamp in such a way that we can direct force at one point. So this does not close, could close parallel, but it doesn't have to. The point of this clamp is that we can open and close just the jaw, creating a very tight and singular point of contact. So we like the hand screw clamp. If you didn't think of it already, we're certainly using shims to make sure that we can use the surfaces that we're mounting to push the cabinets off of the wall, push it off of the floor, because in the end we need to marry the cabinetry to the wall and to the floor at its nearest contact point. Sometimes in a floor we have a high point and a low point, so we have to shim up the low point. So very briefly, we use a variety of shims. These are composite shims. These are very consistently shaped, so we like that. We have fillers that we use as shims. This is simply a 1/2-inch piece of plywood, and we have a few of these cut. Now, your traditional shim is going to have a long taper. This is across about 15 inches. And this allows us to have an economy shim. We have a bucket of these always on site, allowing us to bring the cabinets to level or pull them on and off of the wall so that they can be mounted tight to a surface and flat if the wall or the floor is not flat or level. If you haven't expected this already, we're certainly using a lot of bits. We're drilling through the cabinetry. We're using a variety of screws with different heads that allow us to create the best connection without damage that's unnecessary to the cabinetry. If you can imagine, cabinetry is quite expensive, so we use a lot of screws that are innovative in the industry, and we are certainly pre-drilling and taking care of the cabinets. Let's take a walk over here, and I want to show you in action what we're doing when we're putting cabinets together. Now, I want to make a point that it's very important to keep our layout on site. So what you see here is the kitchen layout and the cabinetry as it needs to be, and so we use that to figure out what cabinets go together. And so here you can see a cabinet being married to another cabinet. This is a 15-inch cabinet and a 28-inch cabinet. Now you can see we have a combination of the hand screw clamp and the pony clamp to draw this face frame flush and together. We hold it tight, we pre-drill and run a screw through the side, and that'll allow us to create a tight attachment, take these clamps off, and we can mount this as one unit onto the wall. Thanks for coming by the job site. Appreciate your time. I'm Randy Jones with Fine Remodeling. Y'all have a good day.